A race night reflection in the University City of Galway, 1970. Evening breaks over the fast greening copper dome of Galway's cathedral. In Peter Michael's mirth is forsaken for grief, however brief, as funeral time approaches. Bury the dead properly, the widow arranges to weep. In another room a drunken father welcomes an accidental son, born into a world he'll never understand. Students pass carrying books and jotters, notes half carelessly taken from the yellowed lecture notes of professors who have long lost interest. The funeral emerges, draw the blinds, respect the dead, popular man that, fair amount of cars, from Castlegar they say. Downtown the lawyers with long legal faces fresh from the High Court and Circuit are trying to decide whether to leave the tavern or to travel for oysters to Claren Bridge, or to settle for the Claddagh Grill. Exchanging stories loudly they command respect, as they should, people of substance, wearers of wigs by morning. Their Adam's apples scarcely give, as the afternoon claret salves their memories of clients. We must remember it is race week when all Galway comes alive. Dead expectations of sex or even love resurface. Thin-lipped Julia sipping brandy in a corner from a glass that intimidates, casts eyes half furtively at a loud-mouthed farmer strayed in whom more likely she should despise. Thinking carefully, she turns her body, no longer beautiful but protected, in the direction of those more likely respectable in size. In the cellar bar, you who called yourself mate are bumming the price of pints from Schlieving's half your worth, balancing yourself to ask, in your own well-turned phrase, how you fixed for the rough touch. Yours the lesser request, paid for with a wit that was not acquired at Chamber of Commerce meetings, but in the flux of life itself. You will be missed by those who loved or cared, not by the hucksters for whom the till rings loud. Estate agents, insurance brokers and bankers, this is your week. Above all others, you talk indiscreetly of looking after your figures and playing squash, adequate replacement for intellect. But let us not be bitter. Are your wives not beautiful at a price? They concentrate on not letting you down in public, as they spray sherry from glasses held in inexperienced hands, forgetting that one occasion when ribs were broken in their rush towards a visiting Irish-American president at a garden party in Orsanuktaron. In Riley's pub a few older men with red faces, indicating the evening of a life devoted to porter and patriotism, look uncomfortably at their successors in green second-hand jackets, who talk of republicanism by day and at night being consistent, whet their thirst, and not forgetting Sing Joe Hill for benefit of passion and profit. In the great Southern Hotel a man regarded as mad for interrupting a bishop in his cathedral, saying he'd heard it all before. Seized by Knights of Columbanus in Christ's House, and cured by ECT in Ballinasloe, tells American tourists that he wants them to join with him in saying the rosary in the foyer for the boys in Vietnam. Chaos reigns among the bags as porters struggle to defeat the prayers. He is told that he is barred, the hotel made safe for winners at the races, where once the Schlieving shouted when Martin Moore MacDonagh's horse came home in the Galway Plate in 1934, "Lead him in yourself, Mr. Martin." They to whom Martin Moore gave a free coffin for a lifetime in his service, owning them in life, boxing them in death. Tonight his spirit will no doubt rejoice with those who've come for the Galway races. Walking past your great stone cathedral, I cannot but think of you, Cross Michael of Galway, pompous heir of the Apostles. You saved us your presence this night, alone at home on the night of the Galway races. More charitable, perhaps, than they say, you stayed at home, musing, perhaps, over the irrelevancies you would inflict on Sunday. Lonely friend of none, save those too tired or too cowed to question, a metaphysics long outdated. You pour a glass of wine or port, and remember better days, when Russell was proved in error, to the applause of reverend fathers, sisters, ladies and gentlemen, 200 nuns and 100 apprentice Franciscans, on St. Thomas Aquinas Day in the Aula Maxima of UCG. Brilliant but wrong, Cahill Daly said to tumultuous applause, but you outdid Cahill in your day in natural law, arguing for the distinction between false teeth and condoms. But now I must return to the irrelevancy of my own errand madness, look fearfully at students disinterested, wanting their introduction to commerce, blessed with unconcern, anxious to serve, escape, who knows grow rich. I have exhausted my concession, and it is time to go and take my place where the mad and foolish lodge, and after all the morning will break on a new day after the Galway races.